This is Black History Moments on JSU TV, because Black history is American history.
Hello and welcome to Black History Moments here on JSU TV. I'm Meredith Hairston, Program Director for FM 88.5 and the Sipp FM. This year's Black History Month theme is a century of Black history commemorations. So all month long, we're speaking to various leaders, politicians, influencers, historians, musicians, and the like on what that theme means to them. Welcome, Mr. Hezekiah Watkins, a civil rights activist whose quest for justice began at the tender age of 13.
Thank you.
Mr. Watkins, after reading a little bit about your story, and I mean a little bit,
Okay.
I'd like for you to tell our audience what captivated you in front of your television screen 6 decades ago, and how did that pivotal moment shape your life?
I saw a group of students, and the majority of those students was white. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering, why all these white folks out here? What is their mission? I really didn't know. But after finding out their mission, I wanted to congratulate them, say thank you, that's all. Especially when I heard that they was coming to Jackson. I wanted to get to the bus station to maybe just wave my hand at one. If I got an opportunity, I would shake her hand. I didn't know what the case might be, but I knew I was going to the bus station at all costs.
Okay.
And I was with a friend. We was trying to map it out. And we said, well, we'll be in church. So if we left church and go directly to the bus station, we can get a chance to say hi.
Who are these people?
These are the Freedom Riders coming into Jackson from Montgomery, Alabama.
Okay.
And we just wanted to say hi to them and thank you for what you're doing. Mm-hmm. But when we got to the bus station, no one was there. And we 13, and we began doing what 13-year-olds would do. Right, and that's play. Let me see, can I outrun you from point A to point B? Uh-huh. And we got tired of doing that, and we decided to look back in the bus station. So my friend opened the door and put his head in, and I asked, what do you see? He said, nothing, no one is in here. I said, move back, let me see. So I pulled it open. He said, what do you see? And I said, nothing, man, you're right. No one is in here. So when I got ready to close, there's 2 doors there for you to go in or come out. But I'm trying to close my door, and in doing so, he opened the door that was next to the one I was closing.
Yes. And
pushed me inside. Now the push was not a hard push, just enough to get me inside, but I did a little pretending on my own. I pretended as though I was being pushed further, but I wasn't.
Sure.
And I'm looking at the walls of this bus station, and I knew it was a white waiting area. And I'm looking at the walls, it just looks so pretty, just well painted, pictures on the wall. And in doing so, I'm scamming, and I saw a sign, and that sign read, whites only. And after I saw that sign, I knew I had to get out of there.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, yeah. So I was trying to tip out.
Yes, sir.
But before I could make it to the sidewalk, a police officer detained me.
Okay.
And asked me, what you doing in here, boy? And I'm shaking, but I'm honest. I said, sir, my friend on the outside pushed me in. And that's when he clamped my wrists real tight. Where is your friend? He's out there. Snatched me on the outside and said, where? I looked to my left, didn't see him. I looked to my right. I didn't see him. I said, I don't know what happened. He said, you lying. I said, no, sir, I see. Then I cut it off. I was about to tell him, I see our bicycles that we had left across at a place called Central High School at the time. We had left them on that side. But I just didn't see my friend, so he snatched me back in and asked me 2 questions, your name and your birthplace. I gave him my name and told him I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which I was.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
But when I told him Milwaukee, Wisconsin, he automatically assumed that I was a freedom rider. But I'm 13,
Right.
and I'm by myself,
Right.
more or less.
Right.
And he called for a transport vehicle, and they put me in the vehicle, and they drove and drove and drove. I didn't know anything about Parchment Prison.
Sure.
And they drove some more. It took us right at 2.5 to 3 hours to get there. And I had no idea where I was going, or what was the next step. But when I got to Parchment Prison, I saw the guards up top walking, and I knew it was some type of institution.
Sure.
But, I had never heard about Parchment. And then the next day when everything just broke out, because I was put in a place where other inmates was kept, but they was inmate who had a trial
Right.
and found guilty
Right.
and sentenced to death.
Right.
I'm gonna follow these guys,
Wow.
and they beat me, and they just, I was just treated so unfairly there. And that arrest is an arrest that I'll never forget.
Yes, sir.
The trauma is still there. But I was there for 13 days until the president got involved. And, actually his brother, Robert, who was the U.S. attorney, got involved because when the Freedom Riders came to Mississippi, he sent some of his attorneys along the way just to make sure things
Right.
was going right.
Right.
And they discovered me in prison on
Wow.
death row. So
Wow.
we told the president, and the president called the governor, and the governor lied and said, no, we don't have a 13-year-old here. But the following day, the governor's aide went to him and said, Mr. Governor, we could be in trouble
Sure.
because you have lied to the President of the United States. And what I'm told, he said, just call the prison and have him brought back to Jackson and release him to the Jackson Police Department.
Wow.
And that's what happened.
And more recently, Mayor Horn has issued an apology from the city for what happened to you. I didn't realize that it was something that lasted for several days. I just knew that the story had been that you were, in fact, arrested, but I didn't realize that it was a significant length of time that you were detained.
Yes, yes.
So how did that apology sit with you? You mentioned the trauma just now still remains. So how does the apology feel at this point?
Well, I accepted the apology. I thought it was way overdue,
Sure.
but it was done. And I'm very appreciative to the mayor and the mayor's staff
Yes, sir.
and others. But I wish it could have been done under a white administration.
Yes, sir.
But once again, it's done. And I don't have anything but praise and everything else for the current mayor, because we've had African Americans before who was mayor of this city,
Yes.
and none of them saw the need
Right.
to do so.
that. Yes.
But they was in office actually based on us.
Right.
We laid the groundwork.
Right.
to get blacks registered.
Right.
And if you ever come to the Civil Rights Museum, there's a ring of individuals who was murdered just to get folks registered.
Ensure that, right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, and once again, I'm not downing anyone.
Yes.
But our black elected officials, they act as though they don't have a inkling to how they got there and how they are still there.
Yes, sir. I want to close with your definition, I guess, of this word. How would you define courage today? For young people to, in 2026, to feel such a sense of urgency and need, it wasn't even a thought for you. You wanted to do this thing, and here you are, all of these years later to tell that story. What does courage look like today?
Oh, I would say courage today is a commitment. You have to be committed to doing whatever. Coming to work this morning, you have to be committed. You have to want to. And if you don't have that dying urge in you, then it'll never happen. You just keep going the way that you're going. But you just got to be committed.
Yeah.
Deep down.
Yes, sir.
Committed.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Hezekiah
Thank
Watkins,
you, ma'am.
for joining
Thank
us
you.
today.
Thank you.
We are celebrating Black History Month. From all of us at JSU TV, happy Black History Month.
This is Black History Moments on JSU TV, because Black history is American history.